Next, we'll meet the high school mates who fell in love 16 years after graduating. Hear their amazing story. It's right after the break.
Remember the days of the old schoolyard. We used to cry a lot. Oh, don't you remember that?
Hey, it's a familiar story to many of us. You finish school and kind of lose touch with the people that you went to school with until years later they come flashing back into your life.
Yeah, so we wanted to prove to you that it can actually happen in real life. We've gone to the factual documentary called Something About Mary. Have a look.
Good. How are you? I see you.
Good to see you
too.
How you been? I haven't seen you since senior prom.
That's right, senior prom. You got a great memory. Oh man, I haven't thought about that in years.
Well, because we all know what happened at his senior prom, don't we? There was an incident. Anyway, have you ever been to a high school reunion? Of course, they're a great place for catching up with old mates, but they're also proven to be a popular venue for romance.
Now, this was certainly the case for our next guests when they met again at a school reunion after 16 years. They join us now to share this terrific story. Tanya and Daniel Mitzi, good morning to you both.
Good morning, Larry.
Guys, now you went to high school together. How were you at school? Were you just good friends? Was there the occasional spin the bottle behind the shed? Where were you at?
Well, just good friends mainly. We're in it every class for 3 years, 7, 8 and 9, so...
there you are.
What did you think of him back then? Was he a bit of a spunk in the class?
He was a really nice guy.
And vice versa?
Yeah, I looked after the girls. I wasn't one of those guys that sort of stir them up and all that sort of thing, yeah.
Okay, so kind of, mates at school. Then, you graduate. Did you keep in touch after year 12?
No, we didn't.
No, that was it. Dan left at the end of year 10, and that was it. We both went off for our own lives for 16 years.
Yeah.
And during those 16 years, of course, there were other relationships?
Yes.
Just a couple, but they weren't very,
And I'd had a pretty serious relationship, and then that ended, so I moved overseas for a couple of years and travelled and did all that kind of thing. So,
okay. So you went and did your own thing, and then school reunion time.
Yeah, school reunion. Well, when I got back from overseas, said to my best friend, let's organise a school reunion. And
so this was 16 years after leaving school.
Yeah, got on the internet and got onto Friends Reunited, got in touch with a lot of people through that. And Daniel he responded and came to the reunion.
When you first saw him, what did you think?
Well, I didn't
actually know who I was to begin with.
Well, that's a good response to that question.
I knew who she was the minute I walked in the door. I saw Tanya and Rebecca, and I thought, I know those faces.
Straight away, but all the girls, we were sort of sitting at the bar and thought, oh, who's this coming in the door? And ended up being Dan, and just couldn't tear us apart the whole night.
So I saw her profile on the computer, so I knew all about her, but she didn't know about me. And she came up to me she sort of came up to me, approached me and said, oh, so are you single? Have you got kids? I said, no, single, no kids. And she, ooh.
So you sort of gone down the guest list and gone, oh, Dan's coming. It wasn't like that at all?
No.
Wow.
No, it was just, complete fate.
And how did we get then from reunion to wedding? How quickly was that?
Very quickly.
All right.
It was on the Wednesday night we went out for dinner, and that following weekend, Dan took me up to Benalla to meet his parents. Dan moved in that week when we got back.
So what are we talking weeks? We're talking weeks after
yeah, and then we were married.
Days, really?
Wow.
And then we got married 11 months later.
Oh, and now you're expecting your first baby, your first child.
On the 13th of October.
Wow, what a absolute whirlwind that has been.
It has been.
Oh, I can't wait.
When you've spoken about this, and you must have over the time, what are you thinking? Are you thinking fate? Are you thinking worlds colliding? Are you believing in all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just so you can both rediscover yourselves in that situation, free and single.
Well, we both resorted to the fact, well, not resorted, but sort of thought was probably might not meet the person that we're going to spend the rest of our lives with.
Right,
and
being 32 at the time, I'm thinking, geez, time's running out.
So school reunions can be really scary things,
Yeah.
can't they? I mean, I don't know how close maybe either of you came to not going. Because
well, I organised it, so I was definitely going.
Well, I spoke to friends that had reunions in that same venue, and they sort of said, oh, it's an outdoorsy sort of an area, and you get pretty chilly and all that sort of thing.
So, okay.
This certain night was freezing cold, and I was sitting at a friend's place, and they said, oh, you should go, you might meet the love of your life.
So your message here...
yeah, I suppose.
Message here is to...
Get out there.
And give it a go.
Exactly.
You never know what you might find.
Friendsreunited.com.au.
There you go. Guys, great story. Thanks for sharing it with us. Thanks for
thank
coming
you.
and talking to us. Good to see you. And good luck with whatever the world has in store for you. Sounds like it's good
Thanks
stuff.
Well, the baby very soon.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Tanya.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Daniel.